You find Avery not doing his job, instead playing Galaga.
Avery.
Yeah.
Is that Galaga?
No, I'm doing my job.
It looks a lot like Galaga. It's impressive to play Galaga with one hand, I'll give you that. That's why I'm here. I'm sorry, I got distracted. He kind of reaches around in a little bag he keeps with him. He pulls out this little cylinder. I don't know how to rebuild arms, so I kind of figured out the next best thing. And I think this might be able to help you. If you're interested. Sorry, 1 second. And he reaches into his bag and he pulls out a piece of paper and he kind of unfolds it. By using these experimental prosthetics, you agree to take on all responsibility from Scion Resonance Technology Incorporated and are forfeiting your rights to seek compensation from any of the following potential side effects: vein rot, cyberpsychosis, cortex erosion, scarring, the prosthetic speaking to you and only you, trying to convince you to kill your friends and loved ones, and nausea. Should any other effects present themselves, you agree to mediation with the great mind of Hal Force 7 before any legal action. Do you agree to the following terms?
Is the answer yes?
Yeah, the answer is yes. Good job.
Okay.
We get beamed down, the four of us, to hey, DMPC. Y'all get beamed down to the surface right in front of the mouth of an enormous cave. It looks to be about 2.5 griffins tall and maybe 4 or 5 griffins wide.
Weird measurement, but I'll take it.
Americans will do anything to not use the metric system.
Not American.
More than 8 griffins of America, and say that again, coward.
That would be a 16.
Which is, what's funny? I actually rolled a 16, but unsurprisingly, giant crabs have a -4 to charisma.
I had a feeling that's why you were asking. I'm going to use that to my advantage, and I'm going to shoot at that fucker with my light bow.
All right. Go ahead and see if you can't crack its carapace.
So what happens is this, and yes, this is from an anime, kind of. From my suit, this disc flies into the side of the crab, and it is made of an incredibly conductive material. So conductive that it shocks just the crab and not the water.
I thought we were having crab, not kaminari.
Hey.
Fuck it. Fuck that. Well, let's have Juno be cool. She reaches into her bag and she pulls out a red and black capsule, a la Dragon Ball Capsule Corp, and she shoves it into the dead mouth, the dead maw of this crab, and then turns around, plugs her ears, and you hear a tiny as like some kind, like as the sound of like a released gas or an aerosol of some kind inside of the crab. You can hear it go off and bubbles escape from the inside of the mouth, and soon then you see the crab, this enormous guardian crab, raise its claws once again as Juno has injected it with a lot of nanobots and has used the animate dead ability as a cleric.
Ooh, horrifying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, sport, I hate that.
Technically, it says a medium or small humanoid within range, but like I said,
when you think of the fact that we're all slowly evolving into crabs,
you know what? That's
That's
a great and valid point. Now you have this cyborg guardian crab.
As long as you can live with yourself for this horrible thing you've done today, it's a great idea.
How recent are the markings here from animal life?
Oh, this is a bust. The markings in the sand, bustling, very, very, very new. This is an active nest. One might even call it a hive.
Okay.
Me, I would call it a hive. I am one.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna get to this hole and take a little look down.
Yeah. You look into the abyss, and the abyss has teeth.
Hey, the abyss has teeth. I don't want to open anyone. But like, the abyss does have teeth.
Fairly sure holes aren't supposed to have
No, it's quite unusual for abysses to have teeth, I would agree. I'm just informing you what I'm seeing. At this point, I've stopped processing all information. And I'm
Watch
just
out
taking
for
it
the
at face
crab!
value.
Juno brushes past, and fucking, she's gonna cast Ray of Sickness on this crab. She pulls out her phaser and sets it to leukemia.
I saw the crab. Don't give the crab diseases.
Up in here, you find a large, round, blue egg.
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 There is egg.
It is large and round. It is not a perfect oval. It has long, strandy bits that wrap around nearby rocks, securing it in place.
Schieffer is just gonna step the fuck back.
It is the size of a football.
Nope, I am not touching that.
Cool. If you were to destroy it, it would definitely be a violation of whatever the space equivalent of the Geneva Convention was, so...
Well, this guy shut up.
No. We're here to get our crew and nothing else. If that is an egg...
I at least
that is-
want scans.
Mira, you could do that. Just don't hurt
Yeah,
it.
get
Yeah,
scans, just don't harm it.
scans.
Okay. Griffin, could you make a strength save for me?
Strength save. 1 second. Let me make this. One charge and a bonus equal to its intel. Okay, I'm going to use the Armor of Magical Strength infusion to give myself a +5 to this roll.
Fun.
I guess. Yeah.
Hi. I know.
You got a cat?
Sounds good.
Hold on. I need to show the chat the cat in your lap.
13 + 7, dirty 20.
Dirty
Oh,
20.
she's on the floor.
All right, describe to me how that. Describe to me what it looks like when you activate that bonus you gave yourself.
So what if I need to know what I'm defending against, but basically just a bunch of reinforcement around my armor comes out, like as if like rebar just around everything, and it digs my like spikes to dig my feet into the ground to brace myself.
Yeah, which was very helpful. As this creature that is still mired in the depths and the murk beneath in the base of this cave tried to cast telekinesis upon you.
Did you really just try to use Psionics on a Scion, you dumbass?
And beat that crab AC.
Yeah, you just see me surrounded, covered in crabs, and not in the... never mind, the other way is also bad. Hold on. Hold. I thought about it for an additional second. Turns out, no good way for that to be. Hey kids, we've had a lot of fun here, but remember, crabs are bad.
Crabs are bad.
I hear.
This big crab looks bad. The Kraken has both Juno and Griffin in its tentacles while they're unconscious.
Okay, how shaky does the top of the roof look? Like, near...
Same
There.
rules. I mean, if you're trying to collapse it on purpose, I'm gonna say from 5 to 20 is gonna give you the desired effect. You would just make an attack roll with whatever weapon you choose.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my short bow to... I'm specifically aiming at the roof down here.
The roof down there.
Uh-huh.
Cool. DC is 15. On a 15, the roof it will collapse and be. The roof will collapse and pin the tentacles down. The Kraken will still have
It is
line
a
of
19.
sight. On a 19,